Oh, Jala, it's so good to see you.
You are in possession of a minority opinion, Auntie.
Nonsense. Half the town's happy to see you, and the rest is happy to have an opportunity to gossip.
You are utterly terrified.
And don't you forget it.
So, weird thing just happened.
Your grandmother sent an army of potential suitors to Timber Hills to ambush you?
Is this a family conspiracy? Have you guys all gone completely wedding bananas? Am I gonna be dodging marriage proposals every time I walk?
Do you want the honest answer or a comforting one?
I don't think I can handle the truth.
I'm sure it's just a one-off. Your buddy probably doesn't have some kind of nefarious grand matrimonial plan for you that will be...
Auntie clearly missed her calling as an actor.
Ugh. Just what I need. Thank God Bhakti's 8,000 miles away. That should give me some breathing space.
Jala, you know Arani's getting married in a month, right?
Oh my God.
Yes, my dear.
Bhakti's coming. Here.
She'll be here at the end of the month. Sorry. How about I clean up that skateboard of yours? Maybe it'll make you feel better.
Indeed.
Wow. Oh my God. I wasn't expecting... Your party really undersold how gorgeous. Your picture in the wedding file doesn't do you justice.
Just so you know, that wedding file, probably...
It was full of good things.
Definitely all lies then. Don't think I'll go easy on you just because you're flattering me.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Your hairdresser should be indicted for crimes against humanity. waste time. You're kind of cute. If I...
Do you believe in sex before marriage? Because you're making me rethink.
Mom!
I'm going to enjoy this.
I regret everything! If we get married, I promise there'll be a dowry. Oh!
Do you even really want to get married? Or are you doing it because society says...
I'm expecting a very important... I'm at your mercy! I was lost the first moment.
I'm looking for someone who can give me a real challenge. And...
Us meeting like this must be fate.
You took a bus here on my grandma's orders. That's like... It's time to put you in your place.
You'd make my life so convincing.
I'm gonna make you run home with your tail. walk around my own.
Oh!
I feel sorry for you.
Hold on. Need to check my... Oh! I'm a modern man.
Those are some...
Oh! Oh!
Not every girl...
Is my palm... The shop assistants... You're... not...
I get that a lot.
I've brought you a gift, Jarla. Surprise! I'm the...
Let's just fight. Your body would have a... I have to admit.
Oh!
Don't wear it out.
I guess I should.
Nah, you were doomed either way.
Hello? Jala, it's Party. Hello? What was that? Don't mumble. Don't they teach you elocution in those American schools?
Not since the 18th century, Patti.
They don't seem to teach respecting your elders.
But Patti, isn't it more
Huh. You should be a lawyer, Jallo. Leave all that. What's this I hear about you rejecting all the suitors I sent you?
I don't think I could see myself with any of them.
Of course not. A boy in his 20s is a fool. You have to see the potential. Think long term. Pick someone you can mold.
Yeah, Patti. It's so thoughtful of you. I can manage on my own.
Nonsense. Keep an open mind. I have some nice boys from good families on their way already.
Jalla, I had a little thought. Just a suggestion.
Uh-oh. Dad's come up.
Why don't you ask your mother for a cooking lesson?
She hovers over me like a ghoul and criticizes every little thing I do.
So what you're saying is, it's a recipe for disaster.
Dad, you know how I feel about puns.
I can't help myself when you give me such a delicious opportunity.
Stop, I'm begging you.
It would mean a lot to your mother if you asked.
Don't think I don't know when I'm being emotionally.
But is it working, Idli?
Damn, he's bringing out the childhood endearments. You haven't got a chance.
Fine, okay, but you're responsible for the consequences.
Just promise me you'll put down the knives if you start arguing.
If.
So, Mom, could you teach me how to cook something?
Well, since you're so eager, I guess I can't say no.
Is our dad secretly an evil genius of emotional manipulation? Behind that benevolent facade, he's really got you and Mom worked out.
How about today we start with parathas? Go wash your hands before we begin.
I just washed them, Ma.
It's water, not hydrochloric acid. Your hands won't burn off if you wash them again.
But
Are you here to learn to make parathas? Or argue with your...
yes, Mom.
Jala Jayaratna takes the high road. It's probably also a cold day in hell, and somewhere in the world, a pig just got its wings.
And don't forget to scrub your nails. Adequate.
Indeed.
Whisk the flour and salt together.
Oh, I love whisking.
Please try not to cover the entire
I was 5 years old, Mom.
Good luck. Indian mothers hoard embarrassing childhood stories like dragons hoard treasure.
Just whisk, Jala. Carefully. You could be a decent cook.
Mom.
Hmm?
Is this all some kind of elaborate prelude to you?
Yes. I'm waiting until your guard's down. Half the punishment is the anticipation.
Ha ha.
Who said I was joking? Now, press the vegetable oil into the flour. Once the oil is incorporated, start adding water a little at a time. There's nothing like mixing with your hands. It was fine. How much validation do you need? Now you roll the dough into balls and leave it aside to rest for an hour.
Don't you think we should actually have a proper conversation? Instead of...
Absolutely not. I set aside some dough earlier. We just need to roll it out and... You almost did it correctly.
So, how did I do, Amma?
Oh, Jala, it doesn't taste terrible. It could be better.
Not terrible. That's it?
Next time, remember to keep your wrists loose when you stir. Oh my god! When did it become so late? I have to go. I have to be up early tomorrow. It's the teachers' union meeting, and I promised everyone I'd make kiribat.
Just buy some snacks from the store.
Jala, please! How could I show my face if I came with store-bought snacks? Good night, Jala. Don't...
No luck finding your sister today, Jalawala?
No, but I talked to...
Chandra's been fixing up skateboards for those kids in the abandoned amusement park.
Sounds like her.
She missed you, Jala. I'm not saying that to guilt you. There are people who love you in this town.
Yeah, that's the problem.
What are you watching?
Some of your old basketball games. I taped them all. This one's from junior high. You made that great free throw. See?
The wedding planner says the venues must be decided today, and the caterers too.
Is this for her Sangeet, henna party, or the reception?
Remember that the Sangeet and henna party are one event now. Aruni insisted.
Wait, that's too many parties to fit into one day. How?
That's because this wedding is 3 days long, which is traditional, plus an intimate friends and family Poruba ceremony.
Hirama is making the Kiribati herself.
We've been planning this wedding for months. It's not my fault.
I have so many.
You have until I finish my coffee.
Please tell me you're inviting Uncle Raja.
He's not blood related, and he makes speeches at every family gathering.
Remember that time he tried to take over the mic from the valedictorian at my high school graduation ceremony?
Uncle Raja is being invited, but I'm setting up the tables to subtly barricade him in without. There's an emergency kill switch as well. I hope.
I can't wrap my mind around this. We just aren't wedding people. You both didn't even have one.
Mom avoided all filial responsibilities to elope in America. Their rebellion is in our blood now.
Well, it is happening. So the sooner you solve this sisterly crisis, the better.
Welcome home, Padidua. You should go say hello to your Auntie Chan. I might stop by my... Oh, you're looking at the recipe for Ask Me. It's been too long since I've had it.
Come on, let's get into some mischief. Amma's not home. This is our chance.
She always finds out somehow.
Don't tell me you're scared.
Of your mother? Of course I am. That's how I'm still alive. How about I show you how to make it? This was my favorite when I was growing up, and that way you're in on the crime too. Wash your hands and let's start.
Your mustache is looking absolutely full and luminous, Daddy.
Very kind, but let's stay focused. Fine, let's get started. Start by scraping some coconut for the okra mixture. Watch your fingers. Chandra always used to cut herself doing this. Arama made it my job after one particularly grisly incident. Forget I said anything. Nice effort, kiddo. You know, Jala, you couldn't have asked me to cook at a more perfect time. I'm putting off calling your sister's venue, and this makes me feel like I'm doing something productive. How about you take on the next step, Podijua? Blend the... I knew you could do it. Okay, now we combine the rice flour, salt, and coconut milk. We are looking for the consistency of... I'm seeing consistent improvement, sweetie. I have to confess something to you, Jala. I've been avoiding calling the venue for your sister's wedding. I have a certain history with the management of the golf course.
Ooh, a story from your dark and mysterious...
It was harmless. We never hurt anyone. I had just moved, and it was stressful. We were just blowing off steam.
We?
Me and your Auntie Chandra. We used to sneak in from the sewers at night and joyride the golf carts.
Auntie? Joyrides? Sewers?
Light the stove, and I'll confess our unfortunate misdeeds. Don't tell Chandra I told you, though. She'll suplex me. Your technique is absolutely mesmerizing. Where's the handheld camcorder? I should be recording this. The golf carts all use the same key, and the customer base... well, they would just throw the keys in the grass when they were finished. It was easy enough to use a flashlight to find them and then go wild.
Do they have your picture on the wall?
Oh, nothing like that. We never got caught, but they did hire a security guy to drive around in a truck and stop us. There was only one time that he chased us back to the sewers. But what if he still works there? Harboring a vengeance after all this time.
I think you're past the statute of limitations by now.
That's a good point. Phew! I was so nervous. How about we celebrate with some asmi, huh? Coat your fingers in the batter and we'll get... Hey, not too shabby, Jalu. Now, normally we'd need to fry the batter, leave them for 3 days, and then refry and top with syrup. Luckily, I started preparing some a few days ago. We can just fry these up and enjoy.
Wait a second. Are you telling me this was a premeditated snack crime you've made me an accomplice in? Hold on. Auntie Chandra moved first. But you weren't living here until we were kids. I was 6 already.
But that means...
Are you telling me that while Aruni and I rested our little baby heads, you were out doing mischief?
Not so much these days, Bodhidua. Let's fry and keep this our little secret, eh? You've redefined the meaning of impressive with this.
So, how is it?
Wonderful. You've got the magic touch, Jala.
Really?
Next time we make these, let's call Chandra over. These are too tasty not to share.
Anything to eat?
Are you hungry?
Unseasonably sunny today.
Knock on wood, Arvind.
Let's make gate sambo.
Your nails look extra filthy today. Have you been playing in the mud?
No, because I'm not 4 years.
Really? Because I would think a grown woman would know how to keep her nails clean.
Take a deep breath or something. It feels like we're about to have a...
Why are you just standing there?
I ran into one of your students the other day. They said you were their favorite teacher.
That sounds very made up, Jala. Very good. Put dried red chilies, curry leaves, and salt. Grind it up with the pesto.
And I just guessed the amounts, right? It would be so much easier if you would just write.
Not everything can be measured, Jala.
Oh, good. Now's your chance to flavor the dish with paralyzing anxiety.
I've already given you too many compliments today. Chop the red onions roughly.
Chop them roughly. But what if the onions are sensitive, Ma?
What's that? I wish you wouldn't mumble, Jala.
I was talking to the onions, Ma. Me and the onions. I'm hyping.
Aren't you a little old for conversations with imaginary friends?
Oh, you don't know the half.
Really? Talking to an onion in my kitchen.
Onions are good conversationalists, Ma.
Sometimes you really are your father's daughter. Let's just chop in silence. You almost did it correctly. Now you add the onions. Once it's a good paste, add the umbalakada. There. Dried fish flakes, so don't grind too much. We don't want to lose the texture. I really am an incredible teacher. Do you remember Aruni used to eat umbalakada plain as a snack?
Then she'd breathe all over me with her fish breath and tell me that's what mermaids smelled like.
I didn't know that. What an imagination that girl had. The two of you used to be so close.
Before you messed everything up.
Anyway, this is no time for reminiscing. We have
To the salt and chili powder.
good. But don't get overconfident. And last but not least, mix to incorporate the Not bad. Is that good enough for you?
Did I do good?
Almost as good as mine.
Wow! Seriously?
Don't let it go to your head.
Apart from your teenage makeout spot, Barefoot Park was meant to renew Timber Hills after the loggers blamed environmental regulation. You think the northern spotted owl knew how much folks around here hated it? There were a lot of reasons the industry declined. Competition with Canada, over logging, mechanization. It's easier to hate the owl, I guess.
Most of the old-growth forests that were here are gone now. They survived hundreds of years. Storms and wars and British colonization. Just to be clear.
Now there's a failed bear-themed cash grab where they were. That's progress for you. Anyway, the park never opened. The town overspent its budget. Timber Hills never really recovered. Just another declining town everyone wants to get out of. Barefoot Park is its abandoned heart. Well, maybe not so abandoned anymore.